Bayeux Arts Audiobooks, an imprint of Bayeux Arts publisher, presents Tsing, written by David Albahari, narrated by Stuart Bentley.
About the author. David Albahari was born in 1948 in the Serbian town of Peć. He is the founder and was for years the editor-in-chief of the magazine of world literature, Pismo, and is an accomplished translator of Anglo-American literature. He is the author of Words Are Something Else, a collection of stories also published by Northwestern University Press. Acknowledgement. I am grateful to the Canada Council for a translation grant. I would like to thank George and Julia Melnick for their editorial advice and support. Epigraph. A light appears with a silent change of my intentions. From Johnny Stulich's song, Like Yesterday. This book should have begun like this. There is too much light in this room, says the man, bends down, picks up the child, a girl only 4 or 5 years old, no more, and begins walking slowly, cautiously, although he will quicken his pace when he leaves the town. It attracted me, that sudden change of speed, as if somebody inside the man told him, "Now you are free," although he had not felt restricted before. The town, after all, is only a ground plan. Space, however, is completely under our control. But any observer standing on one side would notice how the man literally broke free from something, as if releasing himself from an invisible rope tightened around his waist. He drooped. The child had by then fallen asleep on his shoulder. He even bent his knees a little. Had we been closer, we could have seen how he clenched his teeth, then straightened up immediately, his steps becoming longer, and he began to whistle quietly a well-known song. And where is he? On the path stretching by the sea, across the rocks, above a deep inlet under the villa walls. There his speed is constant. Only a pebble pops from under his feet, or a lump of earth, a couple of dry gray pine needles. Then I departed. It might seem now that my departure came about so suddenly, but there were extensive preparations. I selected the books, arranged my papers, chose clothes and footwear. In fact, I was afraid of change. I thought, if I take as many things as possible, if I really manage to appear as myself every day just the way I am here, perhaps nothing will happen. The story about the light has already had its continuation. It opened before me in the library. I bent down in order to read titles on the spines of the books, but instead of titles, I clearly saw the continuation of the story. It happened before my departure. The following day I had a vicious migraine. I was lying in the semi-darkness of my room, feeling weak, sprawled on my side. Every movement caused me to feel I was breaking into pieces. And then, all at once, it disappeared. My head was clear, light, almost transparent. I got out of bed and went to the window. But somewhere deep inside me, I kept bending toward the ground. I could easily see large specks of dust, somebody's fingerprints, little bits of paper, a loose index card. Then I realized I should think about departure as return. I don't remember any extraordinary light, says the man, and puts his palms on the surface of the table. You don't remember? Says the girl. Do you hear that? She asks, and stares at faces around the table. He doesn't remember any light. No, the man repeats, I do not remember. And who was it then? The girl asks. Who kept my head near his chest, saying, Don't be afraid, it's only the wind? Not me, says the man, standing up. It wasn't me.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?